You know, social media has given us this training that we either like or don't like or don't like. So whenever you see anything or you look at anything, there is always this something in you that's judging, that's giving your take on everything. We have stopped looking at things as it is. You know, I always look at my grandchild, videos of my grandchild, and he'll be spinning his head round, just looking around, and he's looking at he doesn't know anything. He doesn't understand the language. He doesn't understand the words for it. But the amazement in his eyes as he's discovering this world, and it saddens me that it's going to be for a very short time before his mother says, you can do this, don't do this. Go here, don't go there. Talk to this person, don't talk to this person. It's going to come. It's going to come. And it's trying to be non-judgmental is an exercise in self-control, because we are taught to judge right from the start. No matter what the situation is this good for me? Is this bad for me? Is this right for me? Is this wrong for me? All the time, we're judging. We're judging. Even if we keep our comments to ourselves, we are judging. I like this. I don't like this. They always say that when you talk to an enlightened master, you can say whatever you want. And even if you call him names, the words go back to where they came from, because he is hollow and empty. Completely empty. There is nothing that it's attaching itself to. You see, we only object because there's a resistance that's coming up in us that's making us say, you are insulting me. We have a false idea of who we are. Now we are the protectors of Jesus Christ. We have to stand by our church no matter what. I'm not sure that Jesus Christ or the church even cares what this conversation is about. But you have become the protector because you feel slighted for some reason. We fight for our country, on behalf of our country. We fight on behalf of our religion. We fight on behalf of our community. And honestly, I sometimes wonder whether it's worth it. I mean, I was kind of proud when Muhammad Ali refused to go to war, refused to go into a war that he didn't believe in. And it wasn't because he loves this country any less, right? To stand up for what you believe is right is quite a brave thing to do. When you stand in judgment of something else, you're going based on what you know, what you have experienced, what you've been exposed to. So people that have only lived inside a well, they cannot fathom anything that exists outside it, right? So they call it a frog in a well. A frog in a well has no concept. It is never going to be able to jump out of the well. I always say, give these people 15 days in another country. Just 15 days to see how people live. How privileged everybody in this country is. They've got everything that they could dream of. You go into the villages of Africa and India, why even in South America, in the city you'll find people walking around, with hardened eyes and purpose, and you're worried that somebody might be coming up to you and, mugging you and all of these things. But you go into the village and they're soft. There's a softness in their eyes. They're smiling at you. They stop whatever they're doing. They greet you. Buenos dias, buenas tardes, ¿cómo están? You know, anywhere you go in Africa, if they see you, they want a photograph taken. They come around. The sweetness and the simplicity of people in other countries has to be seen. How we work as a community, right? We're constantly trying to measure up to someone else. Now, someone walks into the room, immediately, is she better than me? Am I better than her? Is she wealthier than me? Am I wealthier than her? What kind of clothes is she wearing? What kind of a bag is she carrying? What kind of a car does she drive? We are constantly in judgment. So what is emotional intelligence? I keep talking about emotional intelligence. To understand these emotions that keep coming, these thoughts that keep coming, we're getting barraged by so many different thoughts. So which ones will I react to, and which ones will I just let go by the wayside, right? This is emotional intelligence. To be able to listen to a point of view that's different from yours and be okay with it. It's perfectly okay. All right, you're thinking that way. I hear you. That's it. The conversation stops there. And I imagine myself to be a very emotionally intelligent person because I've been working at it for so long. But I had a session with my daughter and her psychologist where I had to listen, and I had to say at the end of it, I hear you and I understand. Okay. Instead, what was I doing? Giving my point of view about what she said. And that lady was like, no. We don't want your point of view. We appreciate your point of view. You'll get your chance to talk. Now, this is a huge lesson, right, for me. Because without realizing it, we are there saying, no, but, right? No, but I think, no, but I really feel, especially me as a teacher, it becomes like I'm always trying to give my opinion out there. And in a group, they're all very volatile, right? To be able to listen and just say, it's okay, yeah, I hear you. And that's it. And that's it. That requires a lot of self-control. And ever since that time, it's been something in my conscious mind. It wasn't there earlier, right? Now I brought it up to my conscious level, that I have to be conscious that I am kind to whoever talks to me. They may call me names. They may call me by the color of my skin. They may call me, shout out something about my ethnicity. But can I be kind to them in return? Can I be kind to them in return? This is something people of color face on a daily basis. How do you respond to something like this? Can you respond with a smile, right? The way Jesus said, turn the other cheek. What was it that he meant? Is anybody out there turning the other cheek? I don't see it. I don't see it around me. People are angry, people are volatile, people are saying whatever they need to say. There's a time for people to come together and say, what do we want collectively as a community? How do we want to see ourselves in so many years? How can we all have one way of thinking? Is it even possible? Each one of you is a unique perspective. No two people see the world the same way. We are all so individual. We bring so much to the table. We come from different countries. We have different religious backgrounds. We're married to different people. Our children are so different. Our experiences of life are so different. So how can we have the same view? It's impossible. But can you listen? without judging. And you can test yourself just watching even a show, even a simple show. You're constantly saying, I don't like this violence, I don't like this, um, uh, whatever it is, something is going on the screen. I don't like the use of bad language. My God, so many bad words, right? You're always judging people that use bad language, right? At least I am. I don't like the use of bad language. I think language is to say sweet things to people. I don't like to abuse others. So it is an exercise in self-control when your best friend uses the worst language. She doesn't mean anything. She doesn't mean anything. It's her upbringing. It's how she was raised. She uses these words freely. It's in her text. So this is what I mean. And emotional intelligence goes beyond that. It's deciding which part of yourself do you want to promote. Do you want to promote that part of yourself that is centered, that is happy, that is joyous, that is connected? Or do you want to center that part of you that has grief, that is sad, that is angry, that is miserable? We have to decide that for ourselves, because God forbid you lose something precious in your life. We all do. We all do. At some point or the other, you lose a dog, you lose a spouse, you lose a parent, you lose a child. So many things happen in our lives. Do you keep going to the thoughts that make you feel miserable and feel that loss and that tearing apart inside? Or do you understand that these emotions are connected to these thoughts and move yourself away from such thoughts? This is also a sign of emotional intelligence. To be able to recognize the series of thoughts or the series of connections that bring out the worst in you, that make you feel sad, make you feel miserable, and remove it from your life. Say, no, I'm not going down this path. These thoughts don't serve me. I'm going down this path. Well, at some point, you have to face your thoughts. That is there. That is definitely there. But for the most part, to keep your composure, the more you bring in this sense of feeling complete, this sense of feeling happy, this sense of feeling totally aligned with the world, the more the thoughts that are self-deprecating or hurtful are going to go away. Now, what about people? People that are abusive and abrasive, that bring out the worst in you. They are cancers in your life. They are not good for you. They might be your best friends, but you need to get them out of your life. You do not need people around you that you're constantly defending with. Because what are you defending? I'm nothing. I'm not this country. I'm not this political party. I'm not this religion. I'm not this ethnicity. I'm not anything. I am much beyond that. On whose behalf are you losing your mind? You're losing your sense of centeredness. You don't need such people around you. And the less provocation you have, the less likely you are to feel miserable, attacking, in defense. I found that, when I went to India, when I first went back for vacations, I would be defending everything American. Like the schools and the guns and I'm like, why am I sitting here defending America? I don't need to. They want to attack, let them attack. They want to say India is better, let them do that. I'm not going to defend America. It's not my job. So ultimately, you have to understand one thing. It's not your job to carry the burden of defending the entire world. All these issues, they don't matter. After this election cycle, everybody will forget everything and go on their business, go on their vacations. And then 4 years later, you'll see it. You'll see all this again, right? It happens like that. It happens. What is the point of losing your head and losing your state of mind? Stay calm. Stay away from this. If something in social media or on the news bothers you, don't watch it. If people are coming and saying things to you, just turn them off. You don't need to see them for a while. It's okay. You take care of your mental health, because your mental health is what gives you that sense of belonging today, to feel I am empowered. Whatever I'm doing is for the benefit of others. And yeah, in the meantime, the more you are positive and the more you are exhibiting and giving out positive vibes, the better it is for the world. You see, because all energy and vibration, it's very catchy. If you are calm and if you are positive, everyone else around you will be. If you lose your temper, everybody around you will. If you get into an argument, people around you will. It catches on. I see it so much in like children. You see parents who are always on their phone and never paying attention to their kids and always occupied, and then they wonder why their kids are naughty and doing things. It's a clamor for attention, right? Kids want to be recognized, want to be known, right? Whereas the parents are not giving them the attention that they deserve. And I digress completely. So let me get back to where I was supposed to go. My state of mind matters. I need to be here, present. Oh, that's where I was. Parents are not present with their children. That was the point I was trying to make. They're not present. They're somewhere else. They're planning the meals. They're doing their work. They're doing their whatever it is. And kids notice it. Kids notice it. And it's not just with adults that we need to manage intelligence. We need to teach this to our grandchildren, our children and grandchildren. They need to learn how to manage their emotions. It's so important. We teach our children geometry, we teach our children how to tie their shoelaces, we teach them all this, but we never teach them how to deal with abuse, how to deal with hatred, how to deal with religious bigotry, how to deal with political bigotry, how do we, with comments that are hateful, that are racist, that are whatever, how does a child deal with it? And this is becoming part of our everyday world, and we need to prepare our children to deal with all these things, to manage their emotions and not crumble under. And this has to come very early in life. And it starts with that daily 20 minutes of meditation. You know, it's priceless. It is absolutely priceless. You do your breathing, you do your meditation. 30 minutes a day is all that's required. No one is asking you to spend 2 or 3 hours, away from your other chores in your daily life. 20 minutes a day for meditation, 10 minutes for breathing. That's all. And that gives you all the energy you need to deal with whatever nonsense comes your way. And always remember, don't be too hard on yourself. It's a work in progress. We learn each day. We learn more about ourselves. We learn more about the world. We need to forgive and we need to let go. Om Namah Shivaya. Hello. If you like that video, please do give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that red subscribe button, like and share so I can bring you more videos just like this. Don't forget, happiness is your birthright.